Hey there, Boots Owen here. This is James. James doesn't work. Found it in a skip. I'd say he's had a hard life. Tried plugging him in and there was nothing. I looked at the switch and the switch doesn't rock. So let's fold the cables out. And it was in the rain, but that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. The switch doesn't pop at all. So let's get the pokey tool in here. Try and poke out these cross-headed screws. Doesn't seem to have any rust, so I need to get the handle off first, which in the past I've done a Numatic, I think, on this channel, and it was torture because one of the screws are on top, and if any crumbs go into them, which they invariably do, the screwdriver doesn't want to get into the crosshead. So I'm picking it out now with a engineer's pick, mechanic's pick. It's kind of wet, so it's actually coming out quite easy. It looks like there's a good cross inside. Take the little impact driver that I found last week in a skip as well. Oh yes, we're out. Impact drivers make it a lot easier than the way it used to be without them. And then we'll take out the screw. There's a plug here as well. I don't know, do I need to take that out first? I think I do. So you see the plug on the extension cable or on the cable is held in with 2 screws as well and a clip, so, or a clamp or whatever you'd call it. So likewise we'll get them off, clean them out. So this little fellow is a 10.8 volt lithium ion Makita. I've been looking for one like this just for jobs like this because I've been using the big 40 volt that wiggles out, and it's just a 2-pin plug. And then we'll get this cover here off. It's just smaller, that's all, makes it easier. Right, and then we get this here. Now we've got a cable protector for some reason, a cable end rubber in there. I don't know what that's doing. And the switch, I'd say, is defective. So first of all, let's get the multimeter. Put it onto resistance and we'll check the cable for continuity, because if the cable's a dud then we're not going to be going anywhere, but it could be or it could not be, I don't know. So let's put the probe in there and put the probe in one of these two. Yeah, so it's getting something there, and let's check the other side. Should be 0 there and it should be 1 or something there. Right, so the cable looks to be okay. That's a positive start. Then the switch rocker is a dud, so it doesn't really matter which way around these go, I don't think. Let's make an image of that for ourselves. It's 2 whites on top, and then the in the center taps. There's a little suppressor there as well. Pop this out. I'd like to give all this a clean really, but I don't know if I'll bother. So that switch is not rocking, which suggests that it's broken inside. I don't know if I have any spare switches. I'll have similar ones, but probably not red. I really don't know. But you can get into these anyways. You get a screwdriver and pop in, just lever it out. And try and keep that side out, and then go in the other side without popping that side back in, like that, and then you walk the switch out. I imagine it's either overheated or cooked or something inside, or just full of snots or something like that. So there should be 2 little, yeah, it's melted itself together. It's overheated and melted. It's full of dust as well. So this little guy here, should be down in there. It's all melted, however. All right, I'll see if I have another one. I've got a high-low switch that might do it. It's just a switch with a different cover. I've got a green cover, the original one, and then I've got this switch, which may be an illuminated one, but it's soldered on, so I'd have to desolder those, which I can do. I can do that. But what I would prefer to do is pull the popper out of this one, the button, and try and make it fit. Because if I can repair the switch, so much the better. If I can get a grip on that plastic, which I'm going to struggle with, it should just pop out eventually. So I'm trying to withdraw it and grip it. There we go. There's a spring in beneath it. There we go. So that's what's inside, a spring, and it just pops in. Now it'll be trickier to get the other good one out without crushing it. So let's try. There we go. Let's pop the good one into this one. Good. So the one that came out was filthy. Really, it would do for a clean up, I would say. But rather than clean it up, I'm just going to take the base off the other one and fit the rocker pin in there. Then the cover should go in. And then this guy should snap in. I think it goes that way. So let's try that. This is why we keep all the bits. Okay, let's give this a wipe. Get it a bit cleaner on top before I put it back together. Can't remember which way that went. I don't think it matters really that much. Okay, neutral line. I don't think these cables care really which way around they go. That's off, so let's plug the plug in here. Take the multimeter away. Let's put this on the floor and plug it in and see if it works. So it's got power. Will it work? No, it doesn't work. Almost. What happened there? Looks like a success. There's nothing more for me to show in this video. That switch seems to work. If it doesn't, if it gives up again, I can always replace it with another one of the same kind. You can buy them online as Henry switches, but replacing the pin from it makes it work, so that's all the better. In terms of, you know, not taking time and not taking spare parts out of the world and making new things and all that. Just up there, it's a JVP180-1. Somebody will know from the codes there when it was made. I don't know about these things. 850 watts. Right, or 1100 watts. It needs a good cleanup. I'll do that. The motor sounds nice on it, I've got to say. And the filters behind it there, you can see it's got to go in the washing machine. It had a bag, it was all okay. But it needs a clean up and put back together. So I'll do that. And I see this as a big success. Questions or comments, leave them below. Join the channel if you haven't already and become a member. There's perks in there for members and you'll get access to videos a bit sooner than everybody else. Ultimately though, you'll get to see the videos eventually if you just subscribe and click the bell icon and whatnot. A like would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. Questions or comments, leave them below. See you later. Right, let's see if I can remember how to put this back together. Henry. James. James may have flour. This is what the motor looks like after I've given it a wipe. It's okay. So these guys go on here, I think. This sits in here, the bottom, and the motor sits in on those guys, I guess. Is that right? That. The cables come out and down through this hole. I've given it a wash with a bit of bubbles on a brush, but I haven't really gone too carefully on it. Right. And that one sits like that. And then these fellows click on like this. And then that goes, I'm gonna guess, like this. Right? No, it's not right. It's got to go around by 90 degrees, or by 180 degrees to get the holes to line up. Oh, the motor's fallen over now. There we go. Is that it? There it is. Right, okay, screws back in and we should be good to go. It must be an older one because they use posies. Top back together then. So we've already got that together. I just wiped it down really. I don't think it matters at all which way around these go. So I should just slide down then. That. Wire holder. I should have 3 screws for the top, similar, and 2 for the handle. No. Oh, I didn't wipe the handle. I do that. It's filthy. So the handle is damaged here. It's cracked, but it's still robust enough, I think. So. Where are my screws gone? Oh dear, I had them a minute ago. There they are. There's 3 shorts and 1 long, so I'm guessing the long goes there and the shorts go everywhere else. It's just a guess. And then I've washed the wire and hung it up, so it should just plug in like that. I didn't wipe this clip either. I'll give it a wipe. I didn't wash it, I mean. Okay, it goes in here like this. Now, interestingly, the cable starts off outside, comes through and goes out, but you have this area here to roll up the cable. So do you fold it back on itself, or do you bring it round one turn and then back in? I don't know what you're meant to do. And we've tested the machine already. I'd kind of like to test it again. And so it still has everything the same, except for one piece of the switch, the plastic little piece sticking out of the red piece. This is all getting tangled up here. I'm getting twisted on myself. Alright. Let's give it one more go. I haven't got a clean filter for it, so I'll just do it on the box again. He's a cheery little fellow. Makes a remarkable good seal even without a filter. The filter's still over there behind me. A remarkable good seal and quite good suckage out of it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you later.